The 2030s will not be remembered for a single invention, but for a quiet shift beneath everything we see. A change not in screens or machines, but in the way reality itself is calculated. As classical computing reaches its physical limits, a new form of intelligence emerges, one that doesn't move step by step, but explores countless possibilities at once. This is not just faster computation. This is a new way of understanding the universe. And in the 2030s, quantum computing becomes one of the forces that reshape civilization from the inside out. This technology will redefine life in the 2030s as we know it. Welcome to FUTURIX, your gateway into the future unfolding just ahead of us. At its simplest, quantum computing means solving problems that are far too complex for today's computers. Imagine trying to find the best route through a city with billions of streets, changing every second. A normal computer checks one path at a time. A quantum computer can explore many paths at once. In the 2030s, this allows humanity to simulate reality instead of just reacting to it, testing outcomes before they happen, and choosing better futures with unprecedented precision. During this decade, quantum computing leaves the laboratory and becomes an invisible engine behind global systems. Early breakthroughs in stability and error correction turn fragile experiments into reliable machines. Governments, corporations, and research institutions begin using quantum processors not as replacements for classical computers, but as partners called upon when reality becomes too complex to predict with traditional tools. One of the first areas transformed is medicine. In the 2030s, quantum simulations allow scientists to model entire molecules, proteins, and biological interactions in ways that were previously impossible. Drug discovery accelerates dramatically. Treatments become more personalized, safer, and faster to develop. Diseases that once required decades of trial and error now face solutions designed in virtual environments before ever touching a human body. The global economy also shifts. Quantum optimization reshapes logistics, energy distribution, and financial systems. Supply chains become adaptive rather than reactive. Energy grids learn to balance themselves in real time. Markets grow more efficient, but also more tightly coupled. Decisions ripple faster, forcing societies to rethink regulation, transparency, and economic resilience in a world where prediction becomes a competitive advantage. In daily life, most people never interact directly with a quantum computer, but they live inside its consequences. Traffic systems flow more smoothly. Climate models guide infrastructure planning years in advance. Artificial intelligence becomes more accurate, less wasteful, and more context-aware as quantum processors help train and optimize learning systems. The world feels quieter, more efficient, almost anticipatory. But with this power comes a new kind of tension. In the 2030s, quantum computing challenges the foundations of digital security. Encryption methods that once protected global communications begin to weaken. This triggers a race not just to break codes, but to build quantum-safe systems. Privacy, trust, and digital identity are rewritten as societies adapt to a world where secrecy must be reinvented, not assumed. Culturally, quantum computing subtly changes how humans relate to complexity. Problems once dismissed as unsolvable, climate modeling, ecosystem management, urban planning, are no longer abstract, they become negotiable. Humanity begins to see itself not just as a species reacting to crises, but as one capable of simulating futures and choosing among them. By the end of the 2030s, quantum computing has not solved every problem, but it has changed the rules. It has given civilization a new lens through which to see cause and consequence. It has compressed time between question and answer, and it has quietly laid the groundwork for the even deeper transformations of the decades to come, where computation, intelligence, and reality itself grow increasingly intertwined. If you're enjoying this journey into the future, make sure to subscribe for more episodes of FUTURIX. The quantum era does not arrive with a single moment or machine. It arrives gradually, silently, embedded in decisions, systems, and simulations that shape the world before we notice them. In the 2030s, quantum computing becomes less about raw power and more about direction. A tool that doesn't just calculate the future, but helps civilization move toward it.